Yo bud, I just want to give you a little separate education lesson outside of the tutorials that we're going to be doing for the shoulder tricep that's coming up. A tricep is 3 movements done back to back. The first movement we're going through is the underhand grip pull apart. The next movement we're going to be going through is the overhand grip pull apart. And then the last move that we're going to be going into is one called the full can, which looks like this. So, what we're looking at targeting with these exercises is all the muscles of the upper back and the rotator cuff. It's going to help you to develop, as far as the surface appearances, like a bit more of the trapezius. It's going to help you to develop more rounded shoulders and just more muscle across the whole of the upper back in general. Generally everything around shoulder blade height and above, all across the middle, all across the top. I'm going to break down the muscle groups though that we get in each exercise. So the first one is the underhand grip pull apart, right? We're doing this motion. What we're working here is first, this whole turning out effect is done by a muscle called the teres minor, which is just at the back of the shoulder there. Kind of goes from the back of the shoulder across to the upper part of the back. And when we're in it controls external rotation of the arm. But when we come into the last part of the movement, which is this last bit of range here, it's a muscle called the lower trapezius, which is just kind of underneath to the middle of your shoulder blades there. It's like in the center of your back, just there. And there's another one on the other side. And the lower trapezius just helps you bring the shoulder blades back in the first place and helps you to be able to extend more of the spine. It's really, really good for shoulder health. When we go into this one, the banded pull apart, this one is working pretty much everything across the back. It hits the teres minor a little bit that we talked about there. There's another muscle that's on top of your shoulder blade, on top of your scapula, called the infraspinatus. It's going to hit all the upper, the mid, and the lower trapezius, and it's going to hit a muscle underneath the trapezius as well called the rhomboids. So there's quite a lot of muscle to be built with that exercise. Now this one here, the full can, he helps to develop a little bit of everything himself, but he gives extra special attention towards one called the infraspinatus, which is underneath this part of the trapezius. So where your kind of shoulder joint is there, like where the bone starts there, it's kind of just at the back here. If you could really, really dig down, you'd feel your collarbone kind of coming out there and then across there. But from the shoulder point to just in front of the back of the collarbone, deep in there, that's where the infraspinatus is. Supraspinatus. Jesus Christ, right. So I'm just letting you know that when we're doing these exercises, we're going to be working all these particular muscle groups. It just gives you an indication of what it is that you're going to feel out for when you're doing the exercises and the lactic acid starts accumulating up. And also just letting you know that by doing all these right now, it's just the absolute triple threat combo for making sure that shoulder health is really good. And over time, of course, the stronger and stronger you get with these exercises, it's going to look real good up top and give a bit more of a look to that rounded shoulder type appearance if you want that toned shoulder look. That's going to be enhanced by, of course, any dumbbell related exercise that you're going to be doing there as well. So yeah, enjoy, brother.